So I'm sure a lot of you by now have heard my most recent single, Calvary. Yes, I released the song on Good Friday. So around Good Friday, the Easter Resurrection Sunday holiday. But the song to me represents so much more than just a weekend. Much more than a holiday. Much more than a day that we set aside to talk about the love and compassion of our Savior. This isn't just a Resurrection Sunday song. I believe that Calvary is the very foundation of our Christianity. It's the most perfect love story. It shows us, it teaches us the biggest lesson on unconditional love. We had to go back to church, right? I know that I released Thank You, which was big band. We've done Hold On, which is like our urban song. We've done Still Here, which is like my anthem song that feels good. But we had to go back to church on this one. And truthfully speaking, Calvary came before all of those. So let's go back just a little bit, shall we?
Brittney Wright.
Brittney Wright, one of the greatest of our generation.
June 2nd.
Listen, I want to tell you that you better be at my sister, my girl, Brittney Wright's live recording, June 2nd.
So, I did a live recording back in 2017. And it was titled, I Am Free. I got the opportunity to work with some incredible people. Brought in the heavy hitters for this one, right? Background vocals were done by Alex Holt and Free Worship. Shout out to them, family. Been working with them for a very long time. And also I recorded it at the church where I was serving as a worship leader for the time, which was Community of Hope. Shout out to Reverend Tony Lee, who's the pastor. Love you, Rev. I wanted a recording that was church, but was me, right? So we had talked about the beginning. We had talked about Fight for You, but I wanted to sing and I wanted to write from a place of what happens on the other side of that. So I wanted to call the album I Am Free. I wanted songs with themes about freedom and about victory and about overcoming. But truth be told, I wasn't there yet. I hadn't received my freedom. I was singing from a place of faith. I was singing from a place of wishful thinking, but I was still very much so bound, if I could be honest. I was still very much so depressed. I was still very much so dealing with the things of life. If I can be very honest, if I can be really honest, while preparing for that tour, that recording, I was on tour. And as I finished that tour, I came home to clean out my apartment before getting evicted. While singing about being free, okay? So I wasn't there yet. And God was working on me, but there was so much more that He had in store for me and so much more that He needed me to do in order to get to the place of freedom that I so desperately wanted to be. But I was not there yet. So in comparison, today, singing these songs from this recording is such a cathartic emotion. It's such a cathartic feeling because I know now what it feels like to sing free. I know now what it feels like to sing about liberty and about God restoring me and about God changing me, because He allowed me to live through those dark periods and to now live, walk, sing, breathe, move in freedom and total victory. So the night of the recording was so crazy. It was so incredible. there was a moment where James Drummer Boy Harris, like we went to the vocoder, or he did rather, and he picked up Calvary once it was over, and it was crazy.
I received my sight, and now I am happy all the day. Yes, I'll never know how much it costs to see my sins upon that cross. I'll never know how much it costs to see my sins upon that cross. I will remember what you've done for me. You gave your life for my liberty. Oh.
So just thinking back on that night, it was crazy. It was crazy. And to add to the craziness, the band, they went crazy. Let me tell you who we had a part of that night, and you'll probably understand. So we had Calvin Rogers on drums. We had Aaron Lewis. We had R.C. Anderson on bass. We had Taylor on guitar. And then some of you from this area, y'all might know Sean Walters. He was on organ all night. And it was a crazy night. And of course, y'all just heard from James Drummer Boy Harris. So the night was indeed crazy. Right. So looking back at this footage of Calvary and the live recording, it's just us here, right? Okay. One of the things that bothered me about the visual aspect of a lot of this footage is the way that I looked. Is my weight, it's my choice of outfit. It was just a lot of the things. So of course, there has been a bit of transformation over the past few years. Thanks be unto God and my husband, who don't play, okay? Anyways, we have a strict workout regimen around here. All right. Anyways, I've gotten a lot of comments and a lot of amazing compliments on the cover and the visual aspect of Calvary. And I love it. I think it's so beautiful. And I have to give major kudos to my friend, Dr. Stitch, Sean Cook. He pulled this together. He helped to make it. And another person, and I'm going to go back to Sean, but another person who you guys would not think. Y'all are going to be like, excuse me, who? But my husband came up with a theme for this photo shoot, okay? Y'all think he just does music. No. He does a lot more than music, and we'll delve into that. But he gave us the concept for this photo shoot, and my mind was just not there. So he gave me the concept, and he and I and Sean, we sat and we talked, and we pulled some looks. Sean pulled some looks, and Sean actually made a couple things, and we landed on a couple of phenomenal looks for this shoot. And as a matter of fact, this cover shot for Calvary, Sean made this beautiful white flowy skirt that you all see that we created this image around, and I just think it's beautiful and it's so perfect. RJ Thank you so much, RJ, who took these beautiful photos, who takes the majority of my photos, my family photos, all that beautiful stuff, and he literally kills it every time. And then this time we brought in Kim Jenkins. She helped with getting this cover together, and I know I got on her nerves with edits, but she was so kind, and she made every single edit until we got it absolutely perfect. And the small touch that was just incredible was, I believe to the right of me, there was a cross in the back, and it was so beautiful. It was so subtle, but it was absolutely perfect. So this was a beautiful shoot. So I thank you all for the love. Looking back on that night, it was so crazy. And, you know, just reviewing this footage, trying to prepare for re-recording this music, just so much has changed. So much has transpired. So I gotta be honest, okay? We did this recording back in 2017, okay? Which means, good people, it's been almost 10 years. And I was incredibly reluctant to re-record these vocals.
One day you said no, enough is enough. I wanna be the one.
That's good.
One. We call it Calvary. You call it loving me. Yes, you do. We call it Calvary. You call it loving me.
You know, even thinking back, it's been quite a few years since the Phils, if you will, have even spoken because of distance. I mean, Philip Bryant moved to Texas, and Philip Hall, my husband, you know, is here in Maryland. And, you know, distance, you know, life changes, work changes, you know, sometimes it causes people to kind of move apart, move separately. But once they came together and started talking again and talking music, we definitely made the decision that we had to go and re-record these vocals. So there was so much growth and maturity that happened. And not just for me, but for everyone that played a major part in bringing this song, this project to life, right? So Aaron Lewis was a very vital part. He was my featured producer for this album. And back then, Aaron was working very closely with James Fortune, doing a lot of work with him. And since then, Aaron has garnered so many more award nominations, awards, touring with different artists, working with different artists, and just seeing the trajectory of Aaron's career, even since this recording, has been incredible to see. Not just Aaron, Philip Bryant as well. He's since moved to Texas. From here, he is, I believe, worship pastor at a really incredible ministry in Texas. He has also garnered tons of awards, working with Tamala Man, writing for Tamala Man, just doing incredible things, just growing and maturing, even in what God had in store for him. And then lastly, but certainly not least, the co-producer, the executive producer of this song and many others that you have and will hear, Philip Hall. The trajectory of his career has even catapulted in an amazing way. He's doing programming for major tours, for major artists. You know, I could go down the laundry list. Some of your favorite artists, NBA YoungBoy, tons, okay? But everyone has had the opportunity to grow and groom their crafts, and God has breathed on it. And they have been able to launch into these incredible careers And it's just so amazing to see the hand of God on all of their lives and to see how everyone has grown and has matured. And I think it's incredibly important to allow people that space to grow and to mature and to groom the gifts that God has given them separately, doing different things, learning different skills, and coming back and just implementing those things. I think it is such a blessing to see, and an even bigger blessing to see bloom in this particular project. Everybody bringing back their gifts like the Avengers, right? Coming back and bringing back all these incredible giftings and presenting it in this song, and it allowed something absolutely phenomenal to grow from that time. I really wanted to record it, not just because, you know, the little nuances of live recordings and the night of jitters and missed pitches and notes and things like that, but my conviction has changed. My relationship with God has changed. My sound has changed and matured, and I wanted to make sure that all of those changes were felt in the way that I conveyed a lot of these messages, be it studio or be it live. I wanted it to be impactful. So we went to Dallas and we re-recorded these vocals, and I am thrilled, and I think God is pleased. So we're just wrapping up the song in Dallas, and we had a bit of time while we were there to worship at Concord Church. Thank you so much, Concord, for the incredible hospitality. You all were absolutely amazing. And also shout out to the big bro, JP, for absolutely everything that you did while I was here serving, recording, everything. Thank you so much. But one thing we realized when we got back home, it was time to really work. And we ran into, I don't want to say a problem, but a good problem. The song was 9 minutes long. And we had to figure out how to condense this good problem that we had, right? We sent the song over to Aaron, and Aaron masterfully made this song what you guys hear today. I don't know how he did it, but he made it happen. Let's get into the writing and the beautiful lyrics of Calvary. It was written by Philip Bryant. I think he did an incredible job on translating an interlude into a full depiction of Calvary, and just personifying that in a lyrical way. I think it was beautiful. I think as writers, as singers, we have to get back to writing songs that make you think, make you reflect, and pierce the heart. And I think that this song encapsulated just that.